Bubba da bum bum ba dum, bubba da bum bum bum, bubba da ba da 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 dum, zibba da ba da doom. Oh, it's good to be back again. Hello, travelers of the internet, and welcome back to Guardian Studios. Or if you are new to the channel, hey there and welcome to you. My name is JGardo1, and I am your host, guide, and humble bard into the worlds of virtual and fantastical, and I am very pleased to welcome you all back to the channel, or in the case of newcomers, welcome you fresh to a Guardian Studios experience. We are back again, my friends, on the world of Gyros, where I have a few things to do. Particularly one major thing that I want to do. I want to go back into the mine. Hey there, Leo. Glad you can make it, my friend, and thank you for the rules. So yeah, I want to go back into the mines for a couple of reasons. I need to get a hold of whatever resources I can find. The more I have, the better off I will be. But a particular resource I'm wanting to get right now is gold. Farms to get gold are complicated to build. If you want to build a redstone-based gold farm, you've got to make use of another portal, a bunch of redstone and water and bits and bulbs, and it's a complicated mess. It's a complicated mess, and I don't want to have to build one of those just yet. I'd rather wait. And we're right next to a Badlands. So, for anyone who doesn't know, a Badlands biome actually changes the rules of ore spawns, in that gold spawns way more often in a Badlands at higher and lower elevations than anywhere else in the world. So if you have a Badlands, if you have access to a Badlands, you have the means of getting a ton of gold. Much easier than mining anywhere else. You mine anywhere else, and you've got to go to the specific Y level where gold commonly spawns in order to be able to get a good amount. The only other way to reliably get a lot of gold easy is to go to the Nether and either mine the gold ore there, which is completely doable, and we may try to do some of that too, or, and this is what I would prefer to do, mine in the Badlands, because you're going to find a lot of gold ore there. Normally, to find gold, you've got to go down in the deep slate in order to get a good amount, if you're mining in the overworld. But in the Badlands, gold will spawn at just about any Y level, so we're going to kind of dig a big tunnel headed for the Badlands, and hope that in traveling into the Badlands in our mine, we can gain access to the area that has a lot of gold. At least that's my current plan. If that plan changes, well, that's life. Life is messy. You gotta be able to roll with the punches. Pop that there. Grab this. I'm gonna hold on to that, and I want to mine this coal with fortune because I need fuel. Well, not fuel. What I need this coal for is torches, because I don't happen to have any major number of torches right now, so I want to fix that. Alright, so if we take that... See, this is part of why I like doing recipes this way where I can, because that actually saves me some time. It saves me having to keep clicking. There we go. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. It was inevitable that we were going to end up breaking that torch. Pop that down there. Hey, for anybody in the chat or in the comments section, I gotta ask. I've asked this before. I'm not sure if I want to turn on vibrant visuals, but there's one feature that would make me absolutely want to. Does the vibrant visuals thing, does it come with like built-in dynamic lights? Where if you're holding a torch and walking along, the torch makes it so you give off light? Is that a thing with the vibrant visuals? I mean, technically it wouldn't matter when it comes to mining. With mining, you'd still be relying on... You'd have to stop and place the torches. You wouldn't be able to just carry them in the offhand. But I'm just wondering. Does it have that? And hey, a request of Mojang, if they happen to see this. Can we please get more use out of the offhand slot, please? I know we can put totems and shields and maps in our offhand. Can we become able to hold torches so that we can carry them in our hand and be able to place them as we go without having to swap to them in the hotbar? I'm sure that to someone this sounds like a nitpicky thing, but Java Edition can do it. Why can't Bedrock? I did have a thought. If the vibrant visuals thing does have dynamic light in that torch, anything that's holding a torch will give off light. You could give a torch to an LA and just have an LA follow you in the mines, and as long as it stays close enough, you'll be able to get some light without having to hold the torch yourself. At that point, it's okay to not have the ability to hold the torch. You can, in your offhand, you can just place it down. You can just hold the torches when you need them and place them down when necessary. Give me that iron ore. Ooh. I know I said I'm down here for gold, but you really think I'm going to pass up iron when I can get it? I never pass up any kind of goodie. Especially not ore when I can help it. Iron, gold, diamond, redstone, lapis. If there's an ore, and I know that that ore has some kind of value to it, I am going to take it. Do we have an iron farm? Absolutely yes. But that doesn't mean we can't supplement some of the iron we would have to farm from it by going mining. But again, our main focus is going to be to get coal. Or not coal, gold. Why did I say coal? I meant gold. There's gold in them dar hills, and we are after it. Wait a minute. I just had a realization. the mine is off to the side. Okay, that's the front of the house. That's the side that aims towards... Oh, crud. I'm going the wrong way. I've been digging the wrong direction. Okay, that's the front of the house. That aims towards... I have been going the complete wrong direction this whole freaking time. Okay, well, nope. I can fix this. I can recover from this. Just go this way. Dig this tunnel. You dig? Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel. Dig a tunnel, digging tunnels. Mining away, oh, I don't know what. We will find a mining anyway. And I'll be mining all night and day. Mining away, mining away. Underground. That actually was kind of nice. I think, anyway. If you don't think it was as nice, then, hey, you're entitled to your opinion. Alright. So boom 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 boom. What? Whoa. Uh-oh. That was unfortunate. This is nice. This is nice. Mining like this is pretty cool. Pretty chill. And I like it. I like it and love some more of it. I hear a slime. I hear a slimy. Zip do 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 do. Breaking down the blocks, breaking down the blocks, breaking down the stone and the andesite and the diorite. And the granite for good measure, breaking the blocks and running through the land. Just give me digging through the land. chow down on a pork chop or two, and let's get back to it. Uh-oh. Yep, I had a feeling that was gonna happen. And it's not gonna be the last time that happens either. There's more water up there that we're gonna have to block off. That's okay, though. The rewards will be worth it. Scoop that up. Run over here and torch. Torch. Rake. Torch. Alright, let's see what needs to be emptied out of our inventory. A lot. Wow. Okay, let's get that stuff out. Oh, hey. Iron. Woo! Good amount of iron. Hello. Hello, you beautiful little vein of iron. You're not what I originally came down here for, but it's good to have you. Hopefully it won't be too much longer before we reach the underground of the Badlands, because I'm wanting gold. An underground ravine. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And this one happens to have a waterfall in it. There we go. Now it starts to go down. Somewhat. Hop on out. Break that down. Oh, come on. There we go. Hey, Wolf! Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? Doing alright? Sure hope so. Always good to see a familiar name in the chats. Nice! Good. A day off is always good. Welcome to the mining session. Doing a little bit of mining, trying to get over to the Badlands in the underground. That way we start mining up some gold. Because I've got plans, and some of those plans are going to require me to have a lot of gold. So, I'm going to try to mine our way to where we can get some gold in the overworld. Because I really don't feel like mining the nether at the moment. Is mining in the nether, in our nether mine, safe? Slightly. Do I feel like dealing with the lava? No. That's the one part where it is actually not so safe. I say our nether mine is safe only because I have experience dealing with the lava. Oh, yeah. I totally hear you on that one. That happens to me a lot, too. Do not think you are alone in that little problem. That little conundrum, I suffer from it, too. It is frustrating to need a certain item and search through all the chests in what some would call a chest monster and find you ain't got what you need. It's a moment of, are you kidding me? And it's one of those are you kidding me moments that is particularly frustrating. Yeah. Yep. Usually if I'm anywhere where there's dirt in the ground, that's what happens for me too. I end up having a chest full of dirt. I got a chest of dirt. I got a chest of dirt. It's the only way you can be happy about it, is to try to make yourself feel excited about it. Unless you end up wanting to spread some grass somewhere where there isn't any. Then, it's a little bit better. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It can be useful, even if it is a pain to have so much of it. So yeah, I'm trying to get to the Badlands underground area so that I can get some gold from mining there. Again, could go to the Nether. That's a perfectly viable avenue of getting gold. Whether it be killing the zombie piglins or mining in the depths where you can get gold and ancient debris and quartz. But I'd rather not go to the Nether right now. So, overworld mining it is. Plus, mining up the gold ore of the overworld, when you break it with fortune, you're guaranteed to have a chance at getting a lot of ingots worth of raw iron. You mine up the stuff in the Nether, you're only going to get gold nuggets, even when you use fortune. Hello? Ow. And we go up right here. There we go. Out of the hole. Yeah, same here. I learned the hard way a couple of years ago. Do not use a bed in the Nether. Try to use a bed in the Nether, you go POW! Which makes me really glad that we have the respawn anchor for the Nether. So it is possible to respawn in the Nether in a specific place if you want to. Of course, when you avoid the Nether, when are you going to need a respawn anchor, right? Oh! hardcore. Ouch. Learning about the nether bed thing the hard way in hardcore. You didn't do it by a half measure, did you? No, you went for the extreme. I am sorry you had to learn about those things that way. But yeah, I can definitely understand the frustration after that. So rhythmic. I like it. I like when it becomes rhythmic. But I'm not picking up any more items, so we need to go empty out the junk from our inventory. Let's go! Oh, bum, 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 bum. Zumbadi da da dee da 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 dum. Zumbadi da 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 dum. Bum ba da da dum ba da da dum. Wow, we've already gone a decent distance. I hadn't realized how far I had gone. That's nice. Ooh. Ooh. An underground mountain base. I like it. I like the idea. I see the appeal. Oh dear, I have to craft up chests. That does not a happy camper make of me. This does not a happy camper make. What am I doing? I don't need to do that. There's a crafting table right... Silly me. Go. Alright. Contain that bunch of ore. Hello, dinos! Good to see you, my friend. Glad you could make it to the stream. How you doing? Maybe? I'm not entirely sure. Ah. Well, I hope you have fun with that. Unfortunately, I know diddly squat about that stuff. I know diddly squat about how that goes. Never seen it. I know what Squid Game is, but I have not seen it. So, got no diddly clue. Alright, Wolf. Alright. Hey. See you when you come back. Or we'll chat with you more when you're back in the chat. Yep. I can well imagine. I can also... That is the one thing I do know about it. I can understand why... watching it. Because, yeah, from what I understand, it's kind of brutal. It's kind of brutal. I can definitely understand frustration trying to recreate something without actually being able to be exposed to it. There was a period where I wanted to recreate something that I hadn't actually ever played, but that I had heard a lot about. I'm not going to say what it was. I'm sure guesses will be made, but I had fun in the attempt, and I'm sure I'll end up doing the attempt again. Probably be able to do even better. Because this time around, I'll probably be able to use Java Edition and use mods to assist in my endeavor. Oh yeah, I can definitely understand that, Wolf. I can definitely understand something like that. Computers can be such a pain. Computers can be so wonderful, and yet can be the biggest pain in the neck in the entirety of the universe. It's especially annoying when you need them to do certain something, and they refuse to do it because they say, oh, this program or this file is still open and accessed by something else. We cannot do anything with it. Please close all instances, and then... Dude, it's not open anymore. What the heck? I can't tell you how many times that's happened to me, where I've wanted to delete a file or a video that got fritzed up, and I go to try to get rid of it, and the thing is like, oh, no, well, you can't do that because it's still accessed. Yep. Unfortunately, that is not an entirely inaccurate statement. The more tech advances, the more it seems it is prone to driving us insane. And just when you think you got it figured out, just when you're sure you know how to make it work and do what you wanted to do, surprise! Broken. All over again. You end up feeling like a maid dealing with a mess. Dealing with a popular room that ends up being a mess every single time. Look, I just cleaned this mess like 10 minutes ago. Can we keep it clean? Just for 10 minutes? That's all I'm asking. I had this thing working a minute ago. Can we keep it working, please? And don't get me started on how many times I've wanted to do something, only to find that I have to wait for something to update. It's like, I just updated you 10 minutes ago! Phew. Yep. Middle of nowhere ocean spawn. I've had that happen. I have had that happen. It is annoying. Positively annoying. Never want it to happen, but it always seems to want to. It always seems to want to make you spawn in the most inconvenient locations. Sometimes I feel like Minecraft has a little laugh at the expense of its players. The game just decides, okay, this person's trying to do this. Let's give them a biome that mucks up that plan. It is extremely tiring when that kind of thing happens. And yet, it happens a lot. I love mining. You open a little hole in a wall and boom! Iron! You're just mining along, seeing nothing for a while, and then boom! Diamonds! You never know what you're gonna find down here. Whoop, whoop, whoop! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I love this so much. I love mining. For a mountain base, I would personally go with a mix of spruce, oak, and maybe some dark oak if you can find it. But definitely oak and spruce. Oak and spruce are kind of my go-to wood types. Oh! Maybe also get some pale oak if you can find it. That white wood is actually really cool. And it would... You could potentially blend your base in if the mountain happens to be snowy at the top. If you're building an entrance towards the top and then digging the rest out down below that, you could use pale oak to help blend it into the environment. Oh, inventory must be full again. Running! Running! Running back to the hub to dump all these items that we don't need. Honestly, I'm wondering how much stuff I've gotten since we've been down here in terms of ores. I really hope it's a lot. Getting a lot of ore is always going to put a smile on my face. Which is a good thing. It's a good thing. Boing, 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 boingy, boing, boinga, boing. I bet you weren't expecting to hear that tune, were ya? There, put that there, and put that right there. Oh. Yeah, I guess if you gotta do that, you gotta do that. I wonder if I should put in a rail line down here. Powered rail, 7 regular rails in between. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could use this kind of thing to connect up my two current bases. Or have this be how I access the other base. Or the next base, I mean. Because I'm going to end up doing more bases in more areas with more themes. Possibly do a few that have stories. In fact, I would love to do some with stories. I used to do a lot of, okay, let's come up with some lore for a base or a build, and I really want to get back on that because I enjoy that. Story crafting, world building, I enjoy that kind of stuff. Ooh, half of it covered in snow? Hey, there's that idea that I had. Pale oak to help blend it into the environment? Or blend in the entrance? That's a thought. Of course, it is your build in the end, so, of course, you decide how you want to do it. It's just a suggestion. Nice. It's always good when you got a lot of wood nearby. Especially if it's wood types that you like. Ah, yep, I can understand that. I can understand that. Well, I know of two ways to deal with powdered snow. Either wash it away with flowing water, or just wear leather boots. And then, if you step into it, you're stepping into it from the side, and you can just jump right out. And then you'll just be walking across it. So you may want to find some cows to get some leather from while you're at it. I say that as if he doesn't already know that that's what he ought to do. I really shouldn't talk like that. I should just assume that he plays Minecraft. Because he's already made it clear. He does. But then there are some people that end up playing Minecraft who stick to the old versions. So they wouldn't know what powdered snow is. Ooh, that is an idea. That is an idea. I may have to log that little nugget of thought away for a future build of my own. Yeah, I may have to. Ooh. My friends, I'm afraid I'm now thinking that we are in Badlands of Gold. Look at that! Look. Gold. Mario would be happy. That's a series someone does online that I hope gets continued soon. Mario Craft! It's basically this fan animation of Mario, the classic style 2D Mario, working his way through a Minecraft world. It's actually really enjoyable. I might have to go back and watch that again at some point, because that was fun. It's a fun animation. Bump and a bump dup doo doo dum bum bump and a bump dup doo doo da doo ba da 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 doo ba da 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 doo bum 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 ba dum ba dum ba dum bum 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 bum. Oh, man. One day, either on this channel or another, I intend to play through some of those games. Mario will be one series that I play on that go around. Not to mention Legend of Zelda. And I'm not just talking about the new stuff, I'm talking some of the classic stuff, too. But we finally found the gold! Ooh, it was a 9 vein! Nice! Not bad, not bad. Alright, so I don't know when we actually entered the Badlands, but I want to set up a kind of a marker for where I think we hit the Badlands entrance. And actually, this... No, I don't want to do that. That'll waste gold. There. Alright, let's head back to the hub again and dump some stuff. Eating more fish than anything? Oh, let me guess, you'd end up doing fishing to supplement your food? Yeah. Well, here's a thought. I'm sure you've thought of this yourself, but I'm going to throw this out there. Watch for a wandering trader, and when he arrives, kill off his llamas. Take the leads, and then use the leads, go off on a search for whatever animal you want to use for food, get 2 of them on leads, and bring them back to your base, and then put them in a room underground. If it's sheep, then you can easily breed them. You can easily have them... You can easily breed them, farm the wool from them. The only thing you would need is to find some way to get grass down there. Which, I know, not an easy feat in the mountains, but I'm just spitballing here, just throwing this out there. Again, I'm sure you've already thought of this yourself, but again, throwing it out there. Wait a minute. There are Bedrock mods on CurseForge? You can do. There are mods on CurseForge that you can use on Bedrock? If that is accurate, then whoo mama! I need to investigate. I need to investigate and find out what kinds of things are on there. If there is stuff on there for Bedrock. Because if there is... I might make use of some things of that nature for some videos. But we'll see. We'll see. I see. I see. I will definitely have to look into it. I'll definitely have to look into that and see if I can find where you found this tiddly bit of information. this supposed Bedrock Edition mod pocket on CurseForge. I will definitely have to look into that. Oh, goody. We got a cave. Curve. Johnson. No, just a cave. How do you do? Oh my goodness. Going for the bad puns, J-Guard. Really? Do you gotta do that? No. But what else am I gonna do? I've hit a gap. I've hit a cave. Wow! What a hole! Yeah, that would be cool. That is kind of cool. You can actually find some kind of Bedrock Edition mods on CurseForge. Definitely need to investigate. I must look into this. My friends, I'm afraid I've been thinking. A dangerous pastime, I know. And I'll save those thoughts for another time. But all I'll say is, I'm reviewing the situation, and I think I need to think it out again. And yeah, could do that. Could do that. Might be fun. Alright. But speaking of fun, as much as this is fun, I think I'm going to go ahead and bring the session to a close here. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, please be sure to leave likes and comments. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. Check out the About page for links to other pages with more content from yours truly, including other ways to help support the channel. Share the channel with your friends if you think they might enjoy the content too. And, of course, make sure to turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss the next stream or video. That all being said, thank you again for watching. I am JGuard01, your guide, bard, and humble host into the worlds virtual and fantastical, and I will see you all next time right here on Guardian Studios. Bye!